Verizon, the largest, most reliable 4G LTE.
Hey, welcome back to Inside the Vandals. Well, one Vandal athlete who has seen his fair share of changes in his time here has developed into the bedrock of the offensive line. Ryan Pavel on Dallas Sandberg.
Before even coming to Moscow and having an extensive career with the Idaho Vandals, senior offensive lineman Dallas Sandberg didn't even know if he wanted to play football in high school. But now, being the oldest member on the team and captain, Dallas has been involved with a program that has seen a lot of ups and a lot of downs. As a freshman in high school, doubts loomed in Dallas's mind if he even wanted to continue to pursue football. It would take some words of wisdom from his closest friend that helped Sandberg face his fears.
I was scared. I was a little fat boy and I didn't want to real run and get beat up. And I think it was going into my freshman year, I'd played a couple years of just junior high ball. And my brother came home from leave and he had never played high school sports. We were both homeschooled and he had regretted not playing high school sports and just missed the camaraderie of it and the competition. We're all a very competitive family and my dad played sports, my mom was athletic, and he came into me one day and he's like, "You think about not playing football?" He's like, "Hell no, you're gonna play football." And I'm like, "All right." He's like, "You're gonna play for at least a year, and then if you don't like it, you don't have to play anymore." And 13 years later, I'm still playing.
The decision to keep playing football turned out to be a good one, as it started him on a path that landed him here at the University of Idaho. And while it wasn't always an easy journey, it had been one where he finally sees the light at the end of the tunnel.
I mean, we've been a good team the last couple of years. We just haven't seen it in ourselves, and I think we're finally starting to believe that, oh hey, we can go compete with anybody. We can go play games and win them.
Since Idaho's last bowl win over Bowling Green in 2009, the program has seen very few wins and a big coaching change, all that Dallas had to go through. Starting as a gray shirt in 2010 and a red shirt in 2011, Dallas was under the tutelage of then head coach Rob Akey. Although Dallas enjoyed playing football under Akey, it was more about playing football with his brother Corey. And on November 10, 2012 versus BYU, Corey and Dallas got to be on the field together for the first time.
It was awesome. First game, well, the only game he played in was at BYU, and ended up, that was the first time since high school. I'd had my whole family there, and it was awesome to have him on the field with me and actually get to play in the game with both our parents watching, and it was really emotional for me, kind of, even though we were in the middle of a football game. It brought a couple tears to my eye. It was fun.
Corey Sandberg, Dallas's older brother, has been a huge influence in his life, not only for the support on the football field, but for his time in the military. For Dallas, it was that bravery and his service to the country that has had the greatest impact on his life.
He's the toughest guy I know. He's a badass. He's tough. He fights for everything. And he can be immature at times, mostly when we're together, but he's just an awesome person. He pushes me. He knows he's just I don't know, he's what you look for in a hero and what you look for in a man.
Dallas has taken the strength he learned from his brother and used it to overcome adversity. After the 2-year stint Dallas had with Rob Akey, the transition went to now head coach Paul Petrino. The influence Petrino has left on Dallas has been a big part on who he is today.
It was very difficult. Petrino's an awesome coach. He challenges you in different ways that you don't know, and you got to really dig in deep to yourself, and he challenges you to be a tougher guy, and you really have to step up to that challenge. And in the end, he's going to make you a better guy for it and a better football player. And that's his overall goal. Nothing's personal with him. He wants to make you, well, it is personal to make you a better person and make you a better football player, and he really does that, and I think he really did that in me. And I'm a much tougher player now because of it. I'm a much tougher man. I'm a better man off the field because of it as well. And it's really overall had a better impact on me because of it.
Dallas and the Vandals have seen more success this season than recent years, not only on the football field, but in the classroom as well. Dallas has already earned a degree in both sociology and psychology, and will be looking to use what he has learned from football to help others in the future.
Obviously, NFL is in my dreams. I'd love to go do that. I'm going to give it a shot. But after that, I'd eventually down the road, I want to coach and work with juveniles. I have a sociology with criminal justice degree in psychology, and I want to implement programs that really implement goals and the goals we use for football and goal setting and the discipline and the morals we use in football, and implement those in programs for juveniles and help them kind of get out of that track down the wrong road.
For Inside the Vandals, I'm Ryan Pavel.
Hey, back here on Inside the Vandals, joined by Vandals head coach Paul Petrino, and we heard about Dallas Sandberg right there. And he kind of came into this season needing to kind of step into that leadership role that Mike Marbo left, as he was kind of the leader last year. How has Dallas done just being that leader?
Oh, he's done a great job. I think Dallas has really been as good a leader as I've been around. He's really kind of taken over. He really gets that offensive line. They've came together as a definite fist and care about each other and work for each other, and they've made great improvement, with Coach Sinkovich coaching them and Dallas being the leader. Our offensive line has probably improved as much as any group on the team.
How have you seen Dallas grow just since when you first came in here to who he is now?
About 120 degrees. He was kind of quiet and kind of kept to himself early on, and I think just as he's gotten older and he's became a great worker, he's really a second effort guy, gives everything he's got, and he's really just taken that whole offensive line and really the whole offense in general, and he's just done a great job of leading them.
What could possibly be next for him? Does he have any desire, to play at the next level? Is that something you think he could potentially do?
That's up to him. That's something that he'll see, but I know this, Dallas will be successful whatever he does, just because he's got 2 degrees already. He's really very intelligent, does a great job, and he's a hard worker. Usually if you're a hard worker, you'll be successful whatever you do.
Well, final game of the season in the Dome against Texas State. It's going to be senior day. How important is it to get this win sending out your seniors?
It's very important. I think we talked about that on Sunday night, and that's something we're going to work hard all week, have our best plan we've had yet, really have everybody have their best preparation, and then go out there and play our best game. I think it's important for the guys coming back to give us great momentum going into the offseason, and very important for the seniors to leave here with the win in their last game.
Since you've been here, this is the first time that Senior Day at the Dome has also coincided with being the final game of the season. Do you think that'll make it any tougher, just knowing that this truly is Senior Day and it's the last game?
Yeah, but I think it's kind of nice. I think it's a good way to have it end, and everybody can go out there and just lay it all on the line and have their best game of the year yet.
Do you ever get used to it, or is it always just is it always tough in a way?
It's hard. It's hard, those guys that you grow really close to, and it's hard in that locker room after the game when they know they're done, and a lot of them, kind of see that this is it. This is the last time they're going to play football, so that always makes it tough. But, hopefully it'll be everybody will be excited and fired up, and we'll win that last game.
What does Texas State bring to the table?
They do a really good job offensively running the ball. Coach Franchione's done a good job everywhere he's been. They have a lot of different schemes of how they run the ball. And so that's the number one thing. We've got to stop the quarterback running, and their running back is a good player, low. And then, defensively, they're very multiple, do a lot of different things. So the preparation is going to be very important this week.
Do you think that you will split time at all with Matt and Jake again, or do you just will it just depend on how the game goes?
Yeah, I think Jake's going to play some, and how much will just depend on how the game's going and how well they're both playing. But definitely we'll get Jake some reps. Final
question here, Coach. In terms of just building momentum towards next season, how much does a win help?
It helps a lot. I think especially if we come off of how we've played here at the end of the year. It's unfortunate that we blew those 2 games, but you win this game, that's 4 wins, and you were that close to having 6. And then how well we played at Auburn, I think our guys really feel good about that and very confident. So if we can go out there and win this last game, we'll have all kinds of confidence going into the offseason.
He's Vandals head coach Paul Petrino. Coach, good luck this coming Saturday. As always, a pleasure, and thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Well, up next, we check in with men's and women's basketball as they had their home openers, and they look good in doing so. And we hear what the Vandal athletes are thankful for.